Bandi Amir National Park, Afghanistan's sapphire wonderland. Imagine a place where nature's palette seems to have been splashed with sapphire blues and emerald greens. Bandi Amir National Park, located in the Bamiyan province, is Afghanistan's first national park, and it's nothing short of magical. This series of 6 stunning lakes, all nestled high in the Hindu Kush Mountains, is fed by natural springs and surrounded by rugged cliffs. Their intense blue color seems almost otherworldly, created by the high mineral content in the water. The lakes are separated by natural travertine dams, a rare geological phenomenon. Each lake has its own unique character, with Bandi Panir being the smallest and Banda Haibat living up to its name, meaning Lake of Awe. These waters are so clear that you can often see fish swimming beneath the surface, a rarity in such remote, mountainous areas. For the adventurous, hiking trails around the park offer breathtaking views. You might spot ibexes scaling the cliffs, or even a snow leopard if luck is on your side. For those less inclined to trek, there's the opportunity to take a paddle boat out on the serene waters of Bande Haibat. This is a place where silence reigns, broken only by the occasional chirp of a bird or the splash of a fish. The cultural significance of Bandi Amir is equally compelling. Locals believe the lakes were created by Ali, the son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad, as a divine miracle. Pilgrims visit the site regularly, and it's considered a place of healing and reflection. Practical tips: bring sturdy shoes for exploring the rocky terrain and pack layers, as temperatures can drop sharply in the evening. Travelers are encouraged to visit between May and October, when the weather is most favorable. Quick trivia: did you know that Bandi Amir National Park is often called Afghanistan's Grand Canyon? Its majestic landscapes rival any found in the US national parks. What's your favorite national park experience? Do you think Bandi Amir's beauty rivals iconic parks like Yellowstone or the Grand Canyon? Let me know in the comments. Wakhan Corridor, a journey to the edge of the world. The Wakhan Corridor is the kind of place that makes you feel like an intrepid explorer stepping into a National Geographic special. This narrow strip of land in northeastern Afghanistan stretches between the Pamir Mountains to the north and the Hindu Kush Mountains to the south, connecting Afghanistan to China. It's remote, rugged, and virtually untouched by the modern world. A real-life time capsule. Here, you'll find some of the most remote valleys and mountain landscapes imaginable. The Wakhan Corridor is home to the Waki people, a semi-nomadic community known for their hospitality and resilience. Their villages, scattered across the rugged terrain, are dotted with simple mud brick homes. It's a stark contrast to the towering, snow-capped peaks that surround them. The area's wildlife is as extraordinary as its landscapes. Keep your eyes peeled for Marco Polo sheep, known for their impressive spiral horns, or the elusive snow leopard prowling the high-altitude ranges. Birdwatchers might even catch a glimpse of the golden eagle soaring majestically above. Travelers often trek through the corridor to experience its breathtaking views. But this isn't your average hiking trip. The trails are challenging, the altitude is high, and you'll need a strong sense of adventure. However, those who make the journey are rewarded with unparalleled serenity and the chance to connect with nature in its purest form. Historically, the Wakhan Corridor was part of the Silk Road, and remnants of this ancient trade route still linger. Imagine merchants and caravans braving these treacherous paths to exchange goods and cultures. It's a humbling thought as you stand amidst this timeless landscape. Pro tip: traveling to the Wakhan Corridor requires preparation. The region is remote, so bring plenty of supplies, warm clothing, and ensure you have a guide who knows the terrain. Also, remember that Wi-Fi and cell signals are non-existent. This is your chance to truly disconnect. Fun fact, the Wakhan Corridor was once a geopolitical buffer zone between British India and the Russian Empire during the Great Game of the 19th century. Do you think you'd have the courage to explore such a remote and challenging destination? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hindu Kush Mountains, peaks of perfection. The Hindu Kush Mountains are the backbone of Afghanistan, spanning over 500 miles and forming a natural divide between the north and south of the country. These towering peaks are not just geographical wonders, but also cultural and historical icons. The name itself, Hindu Kush, translates to Hindu Slayer, a name steeped in legend and history. Imagine yourself trekking through verdant valleys, dotted with picturesque villages, where shepherds lead their flocks, and life moves at a pace unchanged for centuries. The air is crisp, the skies are vast, and the mountains stand like ancient sentinels, silently guarding their secrets. The Hindu Kush is a mountaineer's paradise. Peaks like Noshak, the highest point in Afghanistan at 24,580 feet, 7,492 meters, attract climbers from around the world. However, the mountains aren't just for the adventurous. There are gentler hikes where you can soak in the views, or you can simply enjoy the serenity of this untouched wilderness. The cultural tapestry of the region is as rich as its landscapes. Local tribes, such as the Nuristanis, have their unique languages, traditions, and ways of life. It's like stepping into a different world where history and heritage are palpable. Historical tidbit. The Hindu Kush has witnessed countless events in history, from Alexander the Great's conquests to the movements of traders and invaders. These mountains have stories to tell, if only they could speak. Want a quirky fact? The Wakhan Corridor and Hindu Kush are sometimes called the roof of the world because they sit at such high altitudes. It's the kind of place where even the clouds feel like they're within reach. What would you find more exciting, conquering a mountain peak or exploring a tranquil village in the valley below? Let me know in the comments. Panjshir Valley, a green gem. Amidst the mountains, the Panjshir Valley is a lush oasis carved into the heart of Afghanistan's rugged landscape. Its name, meaning 5 lions, is derived from a legend of 5 brothers who built a dam in the valley centuries ago. Surrounded by the Hindu Kush Mountains, the valley is an irresistible blend of emerald green fields, a serene river winding through, and a backdrop of jagged peaks dusted with snow. Strolling through the valley, you'll see terraced farms where locals grow wheat and other crops, their fields interspersed with fruit orchards. The Panjshir River is the lifeblood of this region, gurgling along as it nourishes the land and provides a soothing soundtrack to life here. Small villages with stone houses and vibrant markets dot the landscape, and you might even encounter artisans crafting handmade rugs or pottery. For history enthusiasts, the Panjshir Valley holds a special significance. It was a stronghold of resistance during Afghanistan's many conflicts, particularly under the leadership of Ahmad Shah Massoud, the Lion of Panjshir. The valley's natural fortifications made it nearly impenetrable, and its people are fiercely proud of their heritage. Visitors can hike along trails that offer spectacular views of the river and surrounding peaks. A popular route leads to the tomb of Massoud, a site of reverence and reflection for many. For those who prefer a more leisurely pace, a simple picnic by the river amidst the blooming wildflowers can be just as enchanting. Travel tip: spring and early summer are the best times to visit, as the valley bursts into life with greenery and wildflowers. Pack comfortable walking shoes and don't forget your camera. Every angle here is postcard-worthy. Fun fact: the Panjshir Valley has been compared to Switzerland for its beauty, but locals are quick to remind you that there's no place like home. Would you prefer to hike the trails of the Panjshir Valley or spend your day exploring its markets and meeting the locals? Share your thoughts in the comments. Dashti Margo Desert, the Desert of Death. Dashti Margo, translating to Desert of Death, might sound intimidating, but it's a fascinating place to explore. Covering more than 150,000 square miles in southwestern Afghanistan, this vast expanse of arid land is the epitome of remote and mysterious. Despite its ominous name, the desert is full of life, if you know where to look. The landscape is a mesmerizing mix of rolling sand dunes, rocky plateaus, and salt flats. At first glance, it might seem barren, but it's home to unique flora and fauna that have adapted to the harsh environment. From desert foxes to sand vipers, these creatures prove that life finds a way even in the most extreme conditions. Nomadic communities still traverse the desert, following ancient routes with their camels and herds. Their way of life, deeply connected to the land, has remained unchanged for centuries. They might welcome you with a cup of green tea and stories of their journeys. Hospitality in the middle of nowhere. For adventure seekers, the Dashti Margo offers opportunities for desert trekking or even sandboarding on its dunes. However, visiting requires careful planning, as the conditions can be extreme, with daytime temperatures soaring and nights turning bitterly cold. Cultural note: the desert has been a crossroads for trade routes and a stage for legends. Tales of lost cities and hidden treasures buried under the sands add a sense of mystery to the region. Did you know? The Dashti Margo is often compared to Death Valley in California, but is even more remote and challenging to explore. What intrigues you more? The idea of braving the desert's harsh conditions or uncovering its hidden life and stories? Let me know in the comments. Minaret of Jam area, a tower of ancient glory hidden. Deep within the Ghor province of Afghanistan, the Minaret of Jam rises majestically from the rugged terrain like a relic from a lost world. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, standing over 213 feet, 65 meters tall, is the second tallest brick minaret in the world, and it's a marvel of medieval Islamic architecture. Built in the 12th century during the reign of the Ghurid dynasty, the minaret is adorned with intricate geometric designs and Kufic calligraphy that recount verses from the Quran. The journey to the Minaret of Jam is as much an adventure as the destination itself. You'll traverse winding paths, cross small streams, and pass through valleys that feel untouched by time. As you approach, the minaret suddenly emerges from the wilderness, a striking testament to human ingenuity in an era long gone. The area around the minaret is steeped in history. Archaeologists believe it once marked the site of the ancient city of Firuzkoh, the legendary summer capital of the Ghurid Empire. Although little of the city remains today, the minaret's grandeur hints at the cultural and architectural achievements of the time. For those looking to delve deeper, the nearby Hari River and Jam River offer stunning views and a tranquil setting for a picnic or a moment of reflection. Be sure to explore the surroundings, where remnants of ancient settlements and pottery shards can still be found. A treasure hunt for history buffs. Travel tip: visiting the Minaret of Jam requires careful planning due to its remote location. Hiring a local guide is essential to navigate the terrain and fully appreciate the historical significance of the site. Fun fact: the Minaret of Jam tilts slightly, much like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but its remote location has kept it off the radar of most travelers. What fascinates you more? The architectural brilliance of the Minaret of Jam, or the mystery of the lost city it once guarded? Share your thoughts in the comments. Salang Pass, a gateway to Afghanistan's heart. The Salang Pass is not just a road, it's a lifeline that connects northern and southern Afghanistan through the towering Hindu Kush Mountains. At an altitude of 12,723 feet, 3,878 meters, this high-altitude pass offers jaw-dropping views of snow-capped peaks, lush valleys, and winding rivers. It's a route that feels like a journey through the clouds. Built in the 1960s with Soviet assistance, the Salang Pass includes a tunnel over 1.5 miles long, making it one of the highest road tunnels in the world. Traveling through the pass is an experience in itself. Drivers navigate hairpin turns while the scenery unfolds like a living painting outside the window. In winter, the pass transforms into a snow-covered wonderland, but it's not without challenges. Avalanches and heavy snowfall often block the route, making it a thrilling yet precarious journey. In contrast, the summer months offer a safer and equally breathtaking drive. The Salang Pass isn't just a marvel of engineering and natural beauty. It's also a place where cultures meet. You'll encounter traders, shepherds, and travelers, each with their own story to tell. The pass serves as a reminder of Afghanistan's role as a crossroads of civilizations. Pro tip: if you're driving, ensure your vehicle is well prepared for mountain conditions and pack extra food, water, and warm clothing. For those less inclined to drive, consider hiring a local driver who knows the terrain. Did you know? The Salang Pass is often compared to Colorado's Independence Pass for its dramatic scenery and high altitude. What would excite you more? Braving the snowy roads of the Salang Pass in winter or soaking in the lush green views of summer? Let me know in the comments.